the semicolon, which is the termination of every statement. If we can't write this semicolon after every query, we can't run the next query. So it's very necessary for the semicolon to run after every statement, because it's the termination of every statement. So we have to create a database Uber. We run from here, from the execution button. After that, we have run this execution button, then the Uber dataset is seen here. If we refresh from here, the Uber dataset is seen here. As I have created Uber sales and miles, so I have to double click on Uber, then we can use the information that is present in the Uber dataset. So we use Uber and we semicolon for the termination of every statement. Then we have to create different tables like customers tables, drivers table, trip tables, pricing table, so many tables we have to create for the further analysis of Uber dataset. So first we have to create a customer table where we have run a query, create table customers, open with bracket, where the first is customer ID, always in integers, whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not in a decimal format, it's always in whole numbers. It's not in float, so there it is in primary key. Primary key is for the unique identifier for every customer. So the customer ID is all is primary key for every person. So name, voucher, the maximum length of the character is up to 100. Then the age is an integer, gender is in voucher up to maximum 10 variable characters, location is in voucher up to 50 variable characters. Then the next is registration date, we can write as date, close with bracket. The end is with semicolon for the termination of analysis table. If we run this, it get the error as I already executed before. If you execute first time, you can execute from here. So after that, insert into we have to insert the customer details, and the insert in this customer table we have to write every customer details and the date of it. So insert into customers, the customer ID, age, name, gender. Next we have to insert the customer's details in the table, where the customer ID is there, name, age, gender, location and registration date. The name of the customer ID of the customer is 3. The name of Emily Johnson, 27, age, gender is female, Chicago. The registration date is this. And then the next customer ID is 4, Michael Brown. The age is 40, he is male, is from Los Angeles, and the registration date is 18 April 2022. So same, we have to put all the details of every customers. We have I think 17 customers. It start from 3 to 20. So we have to put every customer's detail in this when inserting the detail in a table. So after this, we have to select star from customers ended with a semicolon. That is the termination of the statement. So if we run this, we get all information in table format, like customer ID, name, age, gender, location, registration date. The next is table is drivers tables. Again we have to create same, but the column are different, like create table drivers, and then the driver ID is an integer in whole numbers, and it is a unique identifier of every customer or every driver. So the name is in a voucher, maximum up to to 100 variable characters, age is an integer, vehicle type is in varchar up to 50 variable characters, its year of experience is an integer, and the rating is up to in decimal. Its maximum length of the character is 2, and it's up to 1 decimal place. So if we run this query, it get error because I have already created this table. So it get error in my application. If you run any other application, not show error, it create the table. Then we have to insert the driver's information in this for in the table. So driver's ID is there, name, age, vehicle type, year of experience, rating. So first driver ID is 3 and name is David Miller, age is 50, vehicle type is SUV, year of experience is 8, and the rating is 4.8. The next driver's ID is 4, its name is Ima Garika, age is 29, vehicle type is sedan, year of experience is 3, rating is 4.6. As same, we have to put all the information of every drivers here. So after putting all information, we have to run this query like this. We put error because I've already inserted the details of the driver, so it's showing error. Then we have put select star from drivers, ended with a semicolon. Then if we run this, it created the table like driver's ID, name, age, vehicle type, year, experience, rating. Then the next table is trips table, where we have to create trip table, where trip ID is an integer. It's a unique identifier of every trip. Then the customer ID is an integer, driver's ID an integer, pickup location in varchar up to maximum 100 variable characters. Then drop off location is varchar up to 100 variable characters, distance in decimal format, price in decimal format, and the trip date is also we can write as date. Foreign key is where the same column is present in other table, like customer ID is also present in customers table, and customer is also present in this table. It's a which table is trips table, so it is also mentioned here. So we name as a foreign key. So the foreign key, driver's ID also a foreign key, so we write this at that. Then we have to insert all the values here for the further information, like trips ID, customer ID, driver's ID, pickup location, drop off location, distance, price, trip date, all information. Like trip ID is 3, customers, driver's ID, pickup location is this, then the drop off location is this, pickup location is this, drop off location is this, and the distance is 4.2, price is 18 rupees, and the trip date is 12/3/2023. Then the next trip ID is 4, customer ID is 4, driver's ID is 4. Then pickup location is Hollywood, Los Angeles, drop off location is Santa Monica Pier, Los Angeles. Its distance is 7.5, it's 32 rupees 50 paisa, and trip date is 18. So we put all information in this, insert this or write this in this query for the table. If we run this query as previously, it's showing the error and all the tables because I have created already, so it's showing error. So after this, select star from trips. If we select star, if we run this query, for trips. We get all information in a table format like trip of ID, customer ID, driver's ID, pickup location, drop off location, distance, price, trip. Next table is pricing table. Again we have to create a pricing table. The columns are pricing ID, integers, is an integer, it's a primary key, it's a unique identifier, it's a base fare in decimal format, distance fare in decimal format, surge multiply in decimal format, and the time of day is in var up to 20 variable characters. So if we run this, we get error because I have already created this table. So we have put all the information, the pricing, or insert all information pricing table. We have to write all this information here. If we run this query, we have to insert it after putting this execution button. So we put all information in the table. We have to write select star from pricing. We have to create a table of pricing like we have created here. Pricing ID, base fare, distance, rate, surge multiply, time of day. Then the location table. And next we have to create a location table. We have again create location table. We have location ID in integer and primary key. Then the city is in varchar up to 50 variable characters, and state is in varchar up to 50 variable characters. Average trip of distance is in decimal format, and average trip price is also in decimal format. If we run this, we get an error because I have already created this table. We have to run from this execution button, and we have to insert all the location information in detail in this here. So we have to write here and all the information. If we run this query, the all information is sended or inserted in the table. Then we have to run this query, select star from location. If we run this, we get this ID, location ID, city, state, average trip distance, average trip price. So let's start with our business questions. The first question is to identify the busiest month of the trip. For finding the busiest month, we have to run a query. Like first we have to select month from trip. In bracket we have to write trip date as this is shown in the table as months. As months we have written. Then the count star as trip count. Then we have to fetch this information from the trips tables from trips, and group by months, trip date, and the order by trip count in descending order. What's mean in this, like we have to select month as trip date and count as trip date. The month trip date extract from the month's table and trip column, trip date column. Then the count star counts the number of rows for each month. So the result is listed as month as trip count. So we have to fetch this trip from trips as we seen. So what means group by here? Group by means the results by where we extract the month from the table, where we have to show the rows with the same month value with a group together. So we use this group by function here for the extraction of months as trip date. So then order by the trips count in descending order. So we have we have used this DESC descending order for and descending order in the table result. So it shows order by shows it displays the month with the highest number of trips first. In descending, it shows the highest number of trips first. So if we run this query by this execution button, it shows the highest busiest month in which months the trip is busiest. So as we see here, the month 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the busiest month from the calendar. Then it's from up to 8 we say the busiest month for the trip. And the next is count is only 5. So we can say the 3 to 8 months are the busiest month for the trips. So then we have to identify the busiest day for trips. Which day is busiest? So for this we have to run a query, like select day in bracket trip date as days we show on the table. So count star as trip count. We extract the data from the trips table, and it's grouped by day, trip date, then ordered by trip count in descending order. The highest is the first. So if we run this query, it shows this. The 18-day and 14-day of the month is the busiest day of the month, where the maximum number of persons came for the trip. So and then next is count is 1 only. So if we run this, it shows the information. So the next question is identify customer segment based on the trip frequency and total spendings. For this we have to run this query, like for identifying customer segment, and which segment the customer is based on trip frequency and total spending is more. So we have to run this query, like select customers ID. We have to select customers ID, like we say if we see in this Uber, so there are different tables we have created. So we have to from customers table, we have to customer IDs in customer table, or so in columns we can see it's a customer ID. So we have to select customer ID from the customers table, and then the count as trip count, sum of sum price, total. We see total spending, we have to run some function, and the bracket we have to write price. We have to run a case where we have when count greater than 10 and some price is greater than 5, and then it's high value, it shows high value. When the count is greater than 5 and some price is between 200 and 500, then the medium, it's medium value. Else from these two, then we say it's else, show low value of the total spending of the customers. So and we end this case as customer segment and as customer segments. Then we extract the data from the trips table and group by the customer ID. If we run this query, so if we run this query, we get the total spending of the customer's ID and the trip counts, how many trips taken, and the total spendings, and low value shows low values because it's less than 5, less than 10. It's if less than its price is 500, then it shows high value. It's 500, not 500. It's less than I think 100, so we can say it's a low value. So it shows here the low value and high value. There is no high value, all are low value. So we can find out from this. Then the next question is determine the most frequent travel routes. We have to determine the most frequently traveled routes in the trips. So we have to run this query. Then the select from pickup location, it's in which table the pickup location is present, and I think in trips table. We see here in the trips table, we see pickup location. We select this as here pickup location, then drop off location of present trips table, then the count star as trip count. Then we extract from this data from trips table. Then we have to group data by in pickup location and drop off location. Then we have to order from which trip count in descending order. The highest is the first. So if we run this query, we get the conclusion of the most frequently traveled route. The most frequently traveled routes is this. I think it shows this. Then the next question is determine the rate at which customers stop using the services. Then we have to determine rate from where the customers stop, when the customers stop using the services. Like we have to run this query like with last trip as select customer's ID, maximum trip date as last trip date, then the from trips, then group by customer ID, then bracket close this. Then we have to select count star as churn customers from last trip where date difference now last trip date greater than 9. If we run this query, we get the rate of customers stop using the services. Its churn customers, 18 churn customers is the customers, and the rate of the customer is 18. The 18 customers stop using the service. Some problems. Then we have to analyze the customer feedback and ratings to gauge overall satisfaction. How the satisfaction level is high or low of every customer. As we have to analyze by this query. We have to select average rating of the customer as average customer rating. We have put this in the table. Then we have to extract this data from the drivers table. The rating is in drivers table. So if we run this query, we analyze the feedbacks. The average customer rating is 4.3. It's very high. I think by out of 5, it's 4.6. Very good rating due to the company. So we analyze from here. Then the next is analyzing the driver's earning based on factor like hour worked, trip distance, and search pricing. Through this, we have to run this query. Select driver's ID, sum price as total earnings. Next, we have to extract data from the trips table, then the group by driver's ID. If we run this, run this query, we get the total earnings of the IDs. So this is the total earnings. Then the next question is identify location with consistency high demand for rides. We have to identify location, which location is constantly having in demand for rides. So we have to run this query. Select from pickup location, select pickup location, count star as trip count, then select from trips table, then group by pickup location, then order by trip count in descending order. So if we run this, we can know which location is constantly in demand for rides. So these are the locations which are constantly in demand. Then the next is calculate the average rating and total revenue for each driver. Then we have to calculate the average rating and the total revenue for each driver. So we have to select some price, some function as total revenue, and average rating as we show as average ratings in the table. Then we extract from trips table. We can showing two tables in this query for the analysis of average rating and total revenue. So we have to join two tables. So from trips table we make from trip, we can name as trip as T and drivers as D. We have to join these two tables, trips and drivers table. So we have to join function. We have to run this function join drivers as D on T drivers ID and D drivers ID. So if we run this, we get the average rating and total revenue of every customer. So average revenue is 571.70 and the average rating is good. So next question is count the number of trips per month. Then we have to count the number of trips per month. So we have to select one trip date as month, count as total trips from trips. We have to group by month, trip date, order by total trips in descending. The limit is 1. If we run this query, we get the count of numbers trip per month. So per month is total trips is 2. Then how many total bookings have been made by the next question is how many total bookings made by the male and female till now. So we have to run this query, select C gender, count T trip as we written as a trip side, tables as total bookings from customers. We have extracted data as C. Again we have to join two tables, customers and trips. We have to join function, join trip as T, C customers ID and T customers ID. We have common foreign key here, it's the customer ID and in both the customer IDs are common in customers table and the trips table. So we have to join that. So the next is group by, it's C gender. If we run this query, we get the information how many female have total bookings 9 and male also have total bookings 9. So it's common. The next question is determine the number of trips taken by each type of vehicle in store value in reverse alternative order. So we have to run this query, like we have to select T vehicle type, count T trip ID as number of trips from trips as T, join drivers as D, or when we have to join two tables, trips or drivers, because we have driver ID in both the tables. Then group by D vehicle type, then order by number of trips in descending order. If we run this by the execution button, we get the information. We consider 7 trips, SUV 5 trips, van 3 trips, electric 3 trips. So here is the execution or the technical part of